All right, I've got a guest in the studio with me. He is Innocent Adesiloye. Welcome to the Corpers show.
Thank you.
Innocent,
thank you very much,
Innocent is a graduate of law in the Ambrose Ali University. So, the influence of westernization on Nigerian youth. First of all, what's westernization?
I think, in my own perception, or from my own perspective, westernization is an idea. It's like an information, values that we imbibing. Something you tend to look and you copy, you borrow to attribute, that you attach it to your own personal life in order to improve yourself as a person.
Okay. So now looking at the world, contemporary Nigerian youth, do you think we have this Western culture here? Definitely.
I think from the 19th century down to this point, the concept of westernization has become the order of the day. The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we dresses, the way we addresses people, the way we relate to people, the kind of music you listen to. I think westernization is now taking a much hold of our community and our society at this present time.
All right, straight to the main issue now. Do you think westernization has a positive influence on Nigerian youth or a negative influence?
Yeah. In my own view, it has both positive and negative effect.
Could you explain on that?
Okay. The positive effect is that it gives us certain kind of value, like the educational system. It talks about the social media system. It gives us, it places us in a particular position where we can relate to the global world in entirety, without having to go through difficulties, because like, for example, a man in the village now can access Facebook and talk to you back here in the city and overseas without having difficulties. Those are some of the benefits that we get from westernization. And on the other hand, westernization still has certain kind of attributes that are harmful to our society, such as maybe you talk about the way we talk, the way we addresses our elders, some of the cultures of the Western world that we have imbibing, like sagging of trousers and all that, and all whatnot. You understand that affected us negatively. Even the abuse of our social media. You see people use the social media, a means which ought to be of communication for other purposes. It has its own negative effect on us as well.
So now, how would you rate the African culture presently? Because if you look at it, the whole thing, discover that it is gradually heading for an extinction. For example, let's talk about this the wears of our traditional wears. You understand? There's this concept or this misconception that people have that generally it's only on Fridays you should wear, the traditional attire. I mean, what's that? Could you say that?
Yeah, this still boils down to the point we're talking about. We have now felt that the Western culture is more of importance to us. If I have a company that I need to run the company, I can guarantee you I'll have my staff wear the normal buban, and where it's freer. Two, look at our weather. You have someone be on the suit and the tie under the hot sun. It's somehow, and because the Western culture said you have to dress corporate to a particular organization, you have to bring yourself, even if it's actually you're not comfortable with the system.
All right. So who is to blame for this? This overconsumption of Western culture. Who is to blame? Our parents, we the youths. Who?
See, it is a whole concept thing. It is the entire community in itself, because if we had stories even during the time of the slave trade and all that, people will come in, for the fact that they've not seen a mirror before, they decided to trade a human being for a mirror. You understand me? So there is this attachment to material things, and especially when they look glamorous, as in facially they look beautiful. So you want to step into that shoe and look good. Let people see me in a particular line.
So we don't really have much time. Could you just briefly, advise the youths on what should be done, to bring the African culture back to play?
What should be done is that, let me quickly give you an example, is that even the white man has taken a number of our culture, they have modified it, and we are now paying to acquire it back. What as youth we should do is that we should begin to look at some of our cultures that are beneficial to us as youth as we grow older, so that we imbibe this culture, so that tomorrow the children or the younger generation can actually take it from us, in the sense that it goes along the way you greet, along the way you relate to people. It shows what you wear. You should have an identity as a person. You understand me? It shows the way you talk and all that. So we have to go back to basics, because whether I like it or not, there's something about Africans in Nigeria in perspective that we are making a very big mistake about, especially with the youth of this age, is that the African culture is the best. Take it anywhere.
All right, Innocent, thank you very much for coming on the Corpers Show.
Thank you.
Okay, this is where we'll be going to our next clip. I told you, what's your happiest moment in the NYSC? You know, personally, I have my own happy moments. Each time I receive my alert, I get so happy.